Welcome to our homeschool adventure. Did you know bison can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and are America's largest land mammal? This massive animal was once revered by the people that lived off of this land. The way it was explained to us in the presentation is that a buffalo was kind of like your one-stop shop. You could use every part of this animal, and it was sacred. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what people were thinking, but at one point in America's history, you could get on a train, and it was advertised that they would even supply you with a firearm to shoot these creatures for sport. That's devastating, and it almost led to their extinction. But now, thanks to conservation efforts and ranchers, buffalo or bison, however you want to call them, are making a comeback. And this is a really cool experience in Northwest Indiana where we can go and see hundreds of these animals, and we can learn about the history. And hopefully with this kind of lesson and how tangible it is, it makes an impact on us and our kids so that nothing like this has to happen again. When you go for a tour at the Broken Wagon Ranch in Hobart, Indiana, you sit through a presentation at first where you learn the history of the bison and the people who saved them and brought them back from the brink of extinction. You learn about how valuable they are to the ecosystem and to people in general. And I don't think I'm the only one, but after listening to everything they've been through and then going out in the sun and being among them and watching them run and watching how they interact with each other and with their young, it was so moving. This is the second time that we've gotten the chance to do this tour, and honestly, I am so grateful for it. This is such a great learning experience. It's such a great life experience. I mean, how often in your life are you that close to something that represents the entire Great West? As our guide told us before we got on the wagon, you can herd buffalo anywhere he wants to go. These are very much so still wild animals. As you can see here, there are some that are more friendly that have maybe been bottle raised or have been in the field with these guys long enough. This is a third generation family farm, which makes it even cooler because if there's anything we love more than animals, it's family farms.
This is an experience. I'm part of it now. Are you getting mad?
Definitely a lot for some extra time. We happened to get stuck in the field, not really stuck, but we were there for an extra 10-15 minutes because the buffalo are not domesticated. You cannot just get out and walk over to the tractor, walk over to the gate if there is a buffalo around. And some of them wanted to be friendly and they were hanging out real close. So we kind of had to wait for them to decide it was time for them to move on. But for me, it was worth it, because I got all this extra footage and just time watching these giant, majestic animals. If you have a chance, I highly recommend going to check out the Broken Wagon Ranch.